Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Niggas Doing Yoga. Riven Mod Reviews. Here we have a 6-form Piranha with electricity, critical chance, damage, and plus recoil. It's a really strong secondary shotgun that has low range. See, it falls off at 15 meters. It has a shitload of crit chance, which is supported by these two mods right here. Plus 187 plus 181, yeah, and a ton of critical damage with a maxed prime target cracker. This thing is so fucking expensive to max. For the last rank, I spent like 900,000 credits. I'm always low on both credits and endo, but yeah, that brilliant shard glitch got me 50,000 endo, so I could just waste money maxing these two crit mods for pistols. Anyways, yeah, this is fucking strong. Really, really, really strong. Let me show you. So, a secondary shotgun. Pretty convenient gun, and let me show you just one more time. If you have elemental in your Riven mod, that means that in some cases, your Riven mod will replace a mod that you will otherwise already need in a Piranha. So, I always use corrosive, which means I need electricity. So basically, this Riven mod replaces convulsion, so it does not waste a mod slot like some of my other mods. This means that I can have crits, the damage mods, the elemental mods, and I can also suppress my secondary, which I do a lot because I run Ivara. So yeah, that's one thing I really like about having an elemental, either toxin or electricity. Maybe sometimes cold. I really don't like heat, but heat gotta use finally because of terrorist killing. So yeah, basically that's just what I wanted to say. It's convenient when you have an elemental in a Riven mod. I'm gonna show you what happens when you don't have an elemental in a Riven mod. This is just fire rate, damage, and critical chance. So it gets me to 110 crits, and you know it makes it a very good secondary. But the problem is, This build is so dense, I have nothing to remove in order to replace it with a suppressor mod, so I cannot suppress this gun and make it effective. I can remove Jolt, I can remove Lethal Torrent, but both of those are significant damage losses which I'm not willing to take just to suppress my gun. So yeah, there you go. That's a really interesting lesson for you today. When you want a Riven mod that's for a crit secondary, it helps to, you know, have elemental in there to replace a mod that you would otherwise already need. Alright, check it out. Level 100 Arid Heavy Gunners die in one shot. If it's a good old headshot. Nothing too special, obviously, but since this is an automatic weapon, you see that a lot of damage comes out of this thing really fast. Let me just go ahead and remove Mr. Wiggles. I think the other day he gave me 10,000 kuva, so I'm not angry at him constantly anymore. I got 10,000 kuva maybe 5 times. That's just me bragging, though. Check this out. Check out the recoil on this thing. This is full auto. Yeah, that's full auto for you. It raises my aim point about, I don't know, I'd say 20 degrees, which is really significant, but, you know, there's always your good old recoil mitigation, which basically has you looking 20 degrees down when you're in full auto, so you basically keep your shots all in one place, sort of consistently. I'm gonna show you how this thing behaves full auto. If I were to just be very fast with killing these enemies. There we go. That's 10 shots for 4 enemies. I'd say that's efficient enough, considering we have 21 more magazines worth of shots in our ammo pool. I really also like, for some reason I like secondaries that have an even number of shots in the magazine, because if it had 20 If I had a 20-shot magazine, that means I'd need one little pistol ammo thing for one magazine. and this is 2 magazines worth in 1 pistol ammo pack thing. And I don't know, I like it a little bit because it's, you know, kind of even and compact, you know. So yeah. What can I say about this thing? It's obviously powerful, but you already know that so far. It does the same thing that the Euphona Prime does, and the Strun Wraith, where its spread is very fucking stupid. Basically, wherever you aim, it's gonna aim to the top right of that. It's gonna draw a 30-degree triangle. This is not a 30. This is a 45-degree triangle. But yeah, it's gonna do that, and it's gonna be annoying. Because that means you always have to aim at the right cheek of your enemy in order for all your shots to land at their head. So yeah, that's a problem that some shotguns in this game have, which is really fucking annoying. But yeah, let's try heavy enemies now. 4 of these guys, and 4 of these guys, like always, at level 120. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, bitch. Okay. I'm gonna stop him because I don't want explosions on my head like all the fucking time. 4. 4 again. 8 shots for these guys. So yeah. Pretty, come on, bleed. Yeah, 8 shots again. That means I landed my shots right. It's not easy to mitigate the recoil effectively on this gun because the recoil, the positive recoil from the Riven is just intense. But you can do it definitely, like, see? The reason why I have corrosive and cold in my Riven mod, in my build, is because I want it to be effective against both heavy gunners and bombards. And if I wanted to do better against heavy gunners, I would just replace this with either Jolt or Pistol Pestilence. Or if I wanted to be more effective against both Terrorist enemies and bombards, I would do this, add Scorch as well. So now I have a really effective anti-terrorist build, which would absolutely fuck up any terrorist bitch that comes my way. That's why I bought Chroma recently. He was expensive as fuck, but pretty worth it if you want to kill 6 terrorists in what is it? Fucking in a single night. I do run. I never tried to kill a terrorist with this thing. Although I know it would be probably more effective than my Opticore. But yeah, I see. You see, I have a anti-terrorist build for my Chroma too. So yeah, it's really fucking intense. Oh, I think we're ready to remove a tumor. Hell yeah, finally! Jesus Christ, fucking hate tumors. But yeah, where was I? Pyranha, right. Is there anything more that I can tell you about this? I mean, not really. Let's be honest, like, I told you everything. The Riven mods for this thing are slightly expensive because people know it's really overpowered, and this weapon used to suck before they buffed secondary shotguns. So that gave a huge demand to Pyranha Rivens because good stats on top of strong disposition equals a very powerful secondary, as you can see right here. This is like 3,000. Okay, so let's say that's 4,000 right there. 4,000 plus 8,000 is 12,000, 15,000 damage with times 4.2. It's a lot of damage. You're spitting out a shit fuck ton of very dangerous pellets, and the main damage type is slash, which people like a lot. So yeah, you can see why this weapon is very valuable. I would say it's more effective than a Euphona Prime if you are only to use it at close range. let me check how my Euphona does, now that we're talking about that. Oh, also, if you stuck it long enough to watch at the 10-minute mark, which just passed like 10 seconds ago, I'm gonna tell you something cool that happened to me recently. I went outside of Plains of Eidolon and I went fishing. So I basically fished outside of the plains, and it's a really neat glitch that, you know, I recorded it also, so it's on my second channel. I wouldn't post glitch videos anymore because I think they're just low effort, kind of shitty. So it's on my second channel if you want to check that out. I figured out how to go outside of the map using a hole. I know people figure it out with Nova and some other things, but I figured this one out myself after I joined a public match with some guy outside of Cetus already. So yeah, that's a thing. Anyways, see, my Piranha does better than this Euphona Prime, and the problem with Euphona Prime is it has a 5-shot magazine and a low ammo pool. So I'd go as far as to say that Piranha is just overall a better gun. So that's it. Goodbye, my friend. My friends. You're not my friends. You're just my subscribers. Like, we're not friends. Like, 1,000 of you are not my friends. Let's just be honest.